this isn't a party we need to go to. And we split, and the next day we heard Biggie died. He was murdered.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
When you felt it in the air.
It was a bad vibe, man. It was just a bunch of legitimately tough dudes who were looking to have a problem with somebody, you know? They weren't happy. Nobody was having fun. It was a bunch of people posturing and going like, I'm a murderer and I'll fuck you up. Don't look at me. You know, that's not what you want at a party.
That's not a healthy environment.
No.
What does that even feel? I don't think I've even been to a party. Like, how did you recognize it?
You know, you walk up to a party and there's 50 dudes standing outside who are all big guys who all have very angry scowls on their face, and they're looking at you like, do something so I can fuck you up.
Jesus.
That's how you know this is not the party for me.
You know, I don't know how many buildings I walked in as a young kid, stupid, naive, to get drugs with $800 in my pocket. And $800 was a lot of money to me at the time, but it's a lot of money to somebody else.
Sure.
And you're walking up 2 flights of steps, and, you know, on the second floor, there's somebody shooting in the fucking corner. They know what you're going in that building for, you know, and all of a sudden you hear a little fucking whistle in the air. It's a weird, you know, when you're walking into a trap. I haven't walked into a trap in a long time. It's been 10, 15 years. I remember one time in the Bronx as a kid, my mother gave me $20, $10 or something, and said, go around the corner and buy a toy. I had to be 5, 6, and I saw 6-year-olds that didn't look like me and didn't look like the 6-year-olds I played with. And I knew they were going to chase me. I wasn't at the fucking toy store 2 minutes, and they were chasing me, dog. I ran to that fucking dry cleaner, and then you know where you belong, and you know where you don't belong, and it's a weird fucking feeling.
Yeah.
Is it surprising to you guys that it doesn't seem to happen more in Vegas? Like, I don't really hear that often about people getting...
Well, they're not going to... Listen, Vegas police, the casinos will try to hide that so people go to Vegas.
Right, yeah.
They're not going to, you know, they give you the news you want to hear.
There's also a lot of money in tourism and a lot of influence to keep that as, you know, as much as they can, keep that kind of shit at bay, because it would fuck with their profits. So I don't think they're going to allow that much awful shit to happen in Vegas. I mean, obviously, if we go back to the shooting at the country concert, that's pretty terrible, but that's not frequent in Vegas.
Well, now they're prepared for it.
Yeah.
Now that'll never happen again in Las Vegas. Nobody was ready for something like that.
Right.
But it's so weird how, think of Las Vegas. That's the macro.
Right.
You know how in college you have micro and macro economics?
Sure.
Think of Vegas. Think of the casino. Now, let's take it back to the micro of that, which is let's just pretend, for the sake of Washington Heights in 1985 in New York. For people who know what I'm talking about, the Dominicans had taken over the fucking neighborhood from 85 to 93 or 96. And all you had to do was get off that bus in Port Authority and walk down the stairs and make a left. And you could buy $30 worth or $300,000 worth. Now, you walk out of there. Ethan is working a play in New York City. Ethan wants to get a package. A couple of other people on the play want to get a package. I'm going to go get a package. I'm going up there with $1,200 in my pocket for the weekend, okay? So as soon as I walk on that block, Lisa, you're going to see spotters on all the corners. Okay, you're going to see two guys drinking a beer that, to you, in your mind, they're just two fucking street guys that are drinking a beer over there, minding their business. They're spotters. They're watching the neighborhood. And 100 yards down the corner is 2 more spotters. And 600-yard radius, there's spotters. You know why? Because the building is the investment. So what happens is, Lee Sayat, who lives in 914, what the fuck is 914? Rochester County. That's where white kids have money. And they come over with $1,200 every Friday. That's just you. Think of all the thousands of kids who come over that bridge every Friday to get the high premium cocaine. That's the microeconomic to the macro of Las Vegas. You're guaranteed getting out of your car, telling Ethan to take a ride around the corner, meet me here in 5 minutes. Me going upstairs, picking up an ounce, running back downstairs, getting in the car with Ethan, and I'm safe because all those spotters are protecting that investment.
Yeah.
Do they have spotters like up the road to like let them know what cars are coming, or is it just
everything? Spotters are everywhere to let them know about the heat, competition, and the customers.
And within that community, nobody is going to risk stealing from you because you're actually damaging the big corporation. You see what I mean? So sure, shit will happen. Probably, you walk around. By the way, I hyperventilate walking down. If you have to walk from one casino to the other because getting in a car is going to take longer, so you walk and you're just constantly in a horde of people, and it's the worst possible feeling. For sure, dirty shit happens out there, but there's also tons of cops and tons of people, and they know if you get robbed walking from one casino to another, you're stealing from the casino, and you're going to get fucked.
So it's that's the micro thing, a small drug neighborhood, and the macro is a neighborhood like Vegas.
If kids start getting boosted, going to buy drugs,
right?
the drug dealers are going to get rid of those people.
If right now word gets out in the street that every time I go in the MGM and I go upstairs, I get robbed by my car, you're not going to gamble at the MGM no more.
Right, absolutely.
There's people who go to Las Vegas and they go to casinos where it's $1 million just to get in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to do a credit app and give them $1 million just so they feel safe. They feel safe. If I was a millionaire and I went to gamble in Las Vegas, you wouldn't see me at no low-end casino. You would see me at a casino with 3 dudes with fucking ARs at the door when I'm gambling. Chicks with a bikini fucking passing out cigars, lighting them for you, copping fields. They don't give a fuck about Harvey Weinstein. They never heard of what I want. Because every time I grab your till, I give you $1,000 chip.
Oh, my God.
That's what it is. That's what reality is.
And, I mean, it has, because does it ever get frustrating as like a criminal? Because I see people there all the time with money hanging out, they're drunk. Like, it would be easy.
Well, you know what? A casino has 1,000 eyes on you.
Right.
Even if I pickpocket Ethan, before I hit that door, they're gonna grab me.
And anything that's happening is probably happening without violence. You know what I mean?
We're going in like fucking Marines. You understand me?
Welcome to church, motherfucker.